All right. So today, it's your boy Cam Gwinology, and I'm talking about some NFL stories today. So what do we got from NFL stories? Well, let's start off with something simple. Um, Colin Kaepernick might be coming back. That's cool. He had a little pro day, like a little combine thing that he was doing, and there are a couple of teams that are interested in him. From the looks of it, the Lions are kind of interested, which cool. He'd be a cool backup, I guess. He's not going to start over Matthew Stafford, and if he does, the Lions, I don't know what you're doing. But there are a couple other teams that are looking at him. Based off what I've heard, he did pretty good at his pro day. He looked good. He sounds like he's ready to play. He sounds like he's excited, like he wants to be back in the league. You got to root for the guy. He got kicked out of the league for taking a knee and just pissing off some people, and he's just trying to make his way back in. And he was better than a lot of the quarterbacks that were in the league at the time, and he still is. If he's still at that same performance level, he's a better quarterback than a lot of these guys in the league right now. So we'll see how that goes. Hopefully it all works out for him. Hopefully a team picks him up and he's able to continue playing in the NFL. You got to hope for it. You got to put it into existence, I guess. We'll see. We'll see how that goes. So another story. Let's go back to Thursday night football because something very interesting happened on Thursday night. It was Cleveland versus Pittsburgh. And Cleveland put the work in against Pittsburgh. They showed them what was up. They said, hey, you're going to come to the dog pound and play against us? Well, you better come correct. And they didn't. The Steelers weren't ready for it. And Cleveland, towards the end of the game, what was it? They had a decent lead. They were up by like a couple touchdowns. There was only like 8 seconds left, And Myles Garrett from Cleveland rushed Mason Rudolph, the quarterback who's in right now for Ben Roethlisberger because he's hurt for the Steelers. And he got him. He holds him and he puts him down to the ground, like not hitting him too hard or anything like that. And you can see Mason Rudolph trying to take Myles Garrett's helmet off. That's not a man you want to mess with, dude. Like, I don't care who you are. Myles Garrett is got to be one of the scariest guys that you can line up against in the NFL. And I don't know who Mason Rudolph thought he was by trying to take his helmet off. Like, what are you trying to do in this situation? I don't know. But Mason Rudolph tries to push his helmet off, Myles Garrett's helmet off. Myles Garrett says, what? You think you can take my helmet off like that? Grabs him by the face mask. Doesn't touch him anywhere else. He's just grabbing his face mask. Yanks this man all the way up. Takes his helmet off of him. And as he's being pushed away by Pittsburgh O-linemen, smacks Rudolph on the head with his own helmet. Like, just bop. I'm going to try to put the video in here, but it's literally the best thing I've seen this year in football is Mason Rudolph getting hit over the head with his own helmet after trying to take off Myles Garrett's helmet. It was amazing. Myles Garrett ended up getting suspended indefinitely without pay, which means that he might not even be back next year. That's insane. And who else? Marquise Pouncey got suspended 3 games because he was kicking Myles Garrett after the whole thing happened. Mason Rudolph is an ass. He's my least favorite quarterback in the league right now. After what happened, he was sitting there smiling and giggling and still trying to talk all this smack, even though his team was down, and he just was made to look like a fool. Got his helmet ripped off by the face mask after trying to take off someone else's helmet. And then you get smacked by your own helmet. The dude had no room to talk. He should have just went to the sideline and sat there and pouted because there was nothing else he could have done. He's sitting there trying to act all hard and act like he's big man on campus. Bro, you guys lost by 14 points and you got manhandled after trying to do something to somebody else. I don't get it. But he only got fined. And to be fair, he didn't have a whole lot in that, but he started the whole fight. So he should have at least gotten like a 1-game suspension, in my opinion. Because if you start the fight and it escalates after you started it, you're just as guilty as the person who escalated it. That's my opinion. But, oh well, I guess that's what we got. It was a fun game to watch. If I'm not able to edit it in here, I'll try to find the link to put so that you guys can watch it if you haven't seen this fight, because this was like seriously the best thing I've seen in the NFL this year. So that's all I got for you guys. Cam Gwynn, I'll talk to you later.